Hi everyone, I am Callie Scheichel's 80K brand promoter for Lavelle.
Jason Hall, 12K for now, brand promoter with Lavelle.
Christina Hall, a 40K brand promoter with Lavelle.
So we wanted just to create this hopefully super short video on onboarding a new promoter, and just a little background. We had this amazing promoter powwow last night in Fort Myers, Florida, and a lot of leaders came together and we were just discussing the importance of bringing in a new promoter into our little family. We have the information funnel for customers and how we go through information step by step that they need to know so they don't feel super overwhelmed, and then they know everything they need to know, and we have a happy customer for life. Or if they choose to switch over to a promoter, we need to create the same funneling system. So we're going to go over 6 quick steps on what every sponsor bringing in new promoters should be doing for their teams. This is something that's been duplicated since I've started with Lavelle 20 months ago. We got away from it. We realized, hey, if we want to grow faster and bring in new promoters consistently, we need to get back to where we began. And so we are starting this, and we're drawing a line in the sand, and we're going to try to get everybody duplicating the same system, because that's the only way we're going to grow, right? So starting off with the 6 simple steps, Jason's going to kick it off, and we're going to go down the line and explain.
Once someone becomes an active promoter, what's an active promoter actually mean? When they click that promoter button and they're ready to go, just because they clicked it doesn't mean they're actually active yet. They're active when they have $100 of personal volume that they've spent, or $100 on a customer auto ship order. That starts their 14-day window and makes them an active brand promoter. So we have this few steps on what to do next in your first 14 days.
The next one usually involves that first one. If you're getting somebody started on the Thrive experience and they're wanting to be a brand promoter, you should be bringing them in on a 3-way call. A lot of the times I use Callie. She's the one who introduced Thrive to me, and I'll introduce my potential or my new promoter to her. She kind of walks through everything for me, and then they get the order placed with me, and once that happens, they're active, they're ready to go. And how that goes hand in hand is you want to bring them on a welcome call, kind of walking them through everything we're touching base on right now again, just to be repetitive so they kind of get it. So for example, if they came on the call with Callie, I would connect them, just say with Jason. He could do my welcome call, be like, hey, I'm the other point of contact that you have. I'll be in your VIP group chat, which is going to be covered next. And that way they kind of know who the people are that are in that group, and they know that they have help no matter which way. If somebody's not available, somebody else should be.
I love it. Okay, so after you get them on a connection call, they should have their sponsor, they should have the person they did the 3-way call with welcome them into the Thrive experience, A, as a customer, or B, if they jumped on board as a brand promoter, and then the connection call. So they have 3 levels of people, as Chrissy covered, that they can go to. Well, sometimes what we found is people get super overwhelmed if we just throw them in and connect them to everything. So what we are going back to is what we call a VIP chat group. So after you book the connection call, it may not happen that day. I suggest getting it done within your first 48 hours. But the next thing you should focus on is getting this VIP chat group created. And what that looks like is the sponsor will go in and they will create on Facebook Messenger a private chat group that is the new promoter, the sponsor, and the 2 upline leaders or upline sponsorship that they were connected to on the call. And in that chat group, you want to change the name. If you click at the top where it just lists the names of people, you want to change it to VIP in, or their name, VIP ins, and then let's say somebody that we may have in there right now, it's May, so like May 14th, which would end tomorrow, or 14 days out. Sorry, that was confusing. But it'll say in your VIP report what day their VIP ends. And also, we have some documents that we send to people. We have the LV compliance, because first and foremost, we want a new promoter coming into this compliant. We don't want them stepping on board and making all these medical claims. We want to protect our company, and we want to protect that new brand promoter. So the LV compliance document PDF is super important to get to them right away. We always share the graphic of VIP 800, VIP 1600, because ideally they're going to see that they're either have already had a connection call with their upline, walking them through exactly what the VIP consists of and what they need to be doing to get that VIP 800 bonus or that VIP 1600 bonus. And then also, Mauria Dillard has an amazing welcome call where she covers some really good information that's basically just reiterating what they had on the welcome call and some ideas on how they can get started, just with sharing the Thrive experience. And it's a quick call that they can dial into. So those 3 things right away, just sending those into the chat group, are super important. And then encouraging the new promoter, if they want to book a welcome call, any questions they have need to be filtered through this VIP chat group. Sometimes you get with a new promoter and they want to sidebar text you or sidebar message you. But what's so important is that having them ask questions in this VIP chat group, book their 3-way calls in this VIP chat group, meaning they go in and they say, hey, I have a potential at 6 p.m. who's available. They have 3 people with eyes on them where they can get a call booked. So that's super important. Also, leave them out of the big chat group. So we have, under Alyson, our 200K sponsor, we have, your next up rank leader. Mine's Callie's Can't Stop, Won't Stop. That's all for my legs that aren't 12K. Chrissy and Jason are 40K brand promoters, and they team up, so they have their whole chat group. I have Cassidy Troy, who is one of my 12K leaders. I have Brittany and Ryan, who are one of my 12K leaders. So leave them out of, if you're in any of our downlines, leave them out of that big chat group for their first 14 days, because they don't need to be going to the other places. They need to just be funneled into one place in their first 14 days, because what's most important? The 2 customers and 2 brand promoters coming on board. That's the lifeblood of our business. So that's what we're going to focus on. And then also leaving them out of the 200K team pages. So Alyson's 200K Can't Stop, Won't Stop, don't add them to that. Kari Ann's Team Believe 200K page, don't add them to that. Mauria's Team Thrive Nation, leave them out of that. We will get them added later. So after their 14 days, we will cover this next.
After the 14 days, if they haven't hit their VIP 1600 for whatever reason, then it's good to go ahead and start adding them to the Alyson's Can't Stop, Won't Stop 200K page. So they can start navigating around, seeing different videos and different info. You can add them to Kari Ann's Team Believe. That's a great page. She has so many great videos. There's so many people in there that are so willing to help. So that's a good one too. And Mauria Dillard's Team Thrive Nation. She is on top of every single call. She's amazing. It's a great page to be added to. And then you essentially want to delete that VIP chat, because now they're past their VIP. You can start putting them into other things that they can kind of broaden their horizon a little bit, instead of just being focused strictly on that VIP, which is what they need to be doing. So after the VIP ends, you can delete that out and start exposing them to other stuff and fun stuff in Thrive.
And once you guys start doing that and they're getting exposed to all the other team pages, for example, if that promoter hit VIP 1600, we have a report in our back office that immediately will roll them into their iPad bonus earning time. So if they happen to hit VIP 1600, all you need to do is go to your chat group and go to the very top and change it to, say, Chrissy's iPad bonus ends 514. So that way we know, like, okay, they still have a 30-day, well, at that point, probably 15-day window to hit 4K within their first 30 days, and they're going to earn that $299 bonus for their iPad or for themselves, whatever they decide to do with that extra earned bonus. But that way we can keep them on track, and they'll already be in all those extra groups. They're going to be seeing and utilizing the other information to their advantage, but at least at that point, we're still helping them stay connected and hitting that next rank.
Because that VIP bonus is essential, and you only have those 14 days. So you want to utilize those 14 days to the max. We're here every step for every person to help you really maximize and get that bonus. It is an amazing bonus.
Yep. And then the last point we're going to cover, the step 6, is you as a sponsor or as a leader, if you're 4K, 12K, 40K, 80K, how do you manage your downlines VIP chats? Because probably what you're thinking is, oh my gosh, that's going to be a lot of chat groups. Well, if you've seen this VIP 800, VIP 1600 report, it's only 4 levels deep. So that makes sense. That makes sense that you are only going to be in chat groups that are 4 levels deep. Now, we do understand that there are different circumstances where if between the downline leadership, if some promoters aren't active promoters, they just, or maybe they fell off, or different circumstances, there's always the exception to the rule that you just need to find who up the line is your 2 people for these VIP chat groups, 2 leaders to be in there. But the VIP 800 and VIP 1600 report, you can click in and it shows 4 levels deep. So ideally, this report will show what's in your messenger. So you need to go off of the report in your backcloud office. It shows the name of the person, how many days they have left in their VIP, where they are with their 2 customers and 2 promoters, or 4 customers and 4 promoters for 1,600, their volume, qualifying them. And if this is part of our daily activity as a leader, checking into our VIP reports, we should essentially have at least one person checking in with this new promoter in their VIP every single day. For instance, if we were the 3 in the chat group and we have this new promoter over here, Chrissy has it on her daily task list, Jason has it on his daily task list, and I have it on my daily task list. We completely agree that you're not going to get those task lists done every single day. Someday I only make it halfway down. Someday I make it to the number 1 thing on my daily IPA daily activities. But chances are, if I don't make it through mine that day, one of these 2 are going to make it through. So having 3 people accountable for checking in with that new promoter in their first every single day of these 14 days is completely doable. And
that's why, not to cut in on you, but
absolutely, go ahead.
Not to private text one of us, because if we have a lot going on that morning with calls already lined up and we're checking our reports and we happen to miss a text message when you're like, oh, they're not there for me. Well, we're just trying to get to there. Callie might have seen it in the chat and she'd be like, oh, I'm available in 20 minutes. I can do a call for you, and just eliminate all that. So we do get a lot of messages every day. We're not trying to ignore anybody. We just got to get to them when we can to get to them. So keep it in that group chat. So you got 6 eyeballs checking in.
Yep.
On you. So.
Absolutely. This is layered leadership, guys. This is working smart, not hard. This is making sure nobody falls through the cracks. Also, too, if they hit VIP 1,600 that Chrissy covered, they roll up into our almost qualified iPad bonus earners. It's like the name of the report. And they're only in there if they hit VIP 1,600. So only if they hit VIP 1,600 did they get the iPad in chat group. And that's the other report you pull. Every single day as a sponsor and as a leader, you should be checking your your VIP 800, 1,600 report and your iPad report. So if you're checking those daily, then no one should fall through the cracks. It's a great way to manage. If somebody expires out of there, we need to delete that chat so it doesn't get too hairy and we don't have all these chats going on. But guys, if you have 3 responsible leaders checking this should be totally easy, totally duplicatable. It's amazing. It really will help us explode our business, because with every VIP 1,800 earned, that's 4 new people in our network. With every VIP 1,600, that's 8 people in our network. Guys, we are going to achieve our ranks. We are going to onboard new promoters and create the best duplication system that we know how. And it's just going to be so exciting and explode our businesses. So we are super excited about this. Any last thoughts from you two?
Yes, just from what Kali was explaining, this is really good for your new potential too. The reason that's where it goes back to them, because if they get added to everything right away, it's confusing. They get overwhelmed and they don't really know how to continue their successes. So this is making them feel important. They have 3 people dedicating their time to them when they need us, however they need us, and after that 14-day period, they're going to know that they're going to get added to a bunch of other things to utilize, and they just know we're there for them. This is a good way to show that you care. So that's all.
Yep. All right,
Not
guys.
alone. Let's all work together.
Yep. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, we're going to end this video. We know it kind of went a little bit long, but this is for anybody. Even if you're in your VIP and you bring on a new promoter, we need everybody to see this video. We need everybody duplicating this, because we've been around for a little while and we've tried a million ways to Sunday, what works, what doesn't work, and this is getting back to the basics. This is duplicating what we've learned when we came in, and that's what business is about.
Leaders set it up. No sense in reinventing the wheel.
Yep.
Stick with what works.
All right, guys, we're going to end this video, and we will talk to you guys soon.